The Spetsnaz, abbreviation for Spetsialnoye Naznacheniye, or Special Purpose Forces, are elite special forces units in Russia, known for their versatility, training, and effectiveness in unconventional warfare. However, during World War II, the modern Spetsnaz units, as we know them, did not exist. The Soviet Union did deploy special forces and reconnaissance units during the war, and these units laid the groundwork for the later formation of the Spetsnaz. During World War II, Soviet military leaders recognized the need for highly specialized troops capable of conducting sabotage, intelligence gathering, and guerrilla warfare behind enemy lines. These units were part of various divisions of the Soviet armed forces, including the NKVD, People's Commissariat for Internal Affairs, Red Army reconnaissance units, and partisan forces. Reconnaissance units, these were among the first to carry out special operations. The Soviet Red Army created reconnaissance and sabotage groups that operated behind German lines, gathering critical intelligence and attacking supply lines. These groups were smaller, highly trained, and often carried out missions that were too dangerous for regular infantry. NKVD and NKGB operations. The NKVD and NKGB, Soviet secret police and intelligence agencies, also played a critical role in World War II special operations. These agencies had their own specialized units for sabotage, assassination, and espionage. They worked closely with Soviet partisans and guerrilla fighters to disrupt German operations in occupied territories. Partisans and guerrilla warfare. Soviet partisans, often made up of local civilians and irregular forces, were crucial in undermining Nazi supply routes and military infrastructure. They conducted sabotage, ambushes, and hit-and-run attacks, frequently supported by Soviet special units and reconnaissance teams. While not officially Spetsnaz, these partisan groups had a similar operational role to later Spetsnaz units. Airborne forces. During World War II, the Soviet Union also experimented with airborne units, which were tasked with parachuting behind enemy lines to perform reconnaissance and sabotage missions. These early airborne forces helped shape the later development of Spetsnaz troops. Some notable special operations involving Soviet forces during World War II included Operation Berezino, one of the most famous NKVD deception operations in which Soviet agents posed as German soldiers and conducted sabotage behind German lines. Partisan attacks on supply lines. Soviet partisan groups, often supported by reconnaissance and special forces, attacked German supply convoys, railways, and communication lines, especially during key battles like the Battle of Stalingrad and the Battle of Kursk. Operation Bagration. 1944 Soviet Special Forces, including reconnaissance and sabotage units, played an important role in the preparation for this massive Soviet offensive by disrupting German defenses and gathering intelligence on their positions. The lessons learned from World War II operations, including the effectiveness of special forces in guerrilla warfare, reconnaissance, and sabotage, contributed to the formation of official Spetsnaz units after the war. These forces were officially established in the 1950s as part of the GRU, Main Intelligence Directorate, responsible for conducting covert operations, sabotage, and reconnaissance during the Cold War. They took inspiration from the experiences of World War II special operations but evolved into a more structured and highly trained special forces branch. In conclusion, while the Spetsnaz did not exist during World War II, the Soviet Union employed various forms of special operations and reconnaissance units that laid the foundation for the post-war creation of Spetsnaz. These units played a vital role in gathering intelligence, sabotaging enemy supply lines, and supporting guerrilla warfare, helping shape the future of Soviet and Russian special forces.